What up, J's? Back with another Lone Alpha Wolf episode. Now, let's get into a couple things. One thing I want to tell y'all is that, nobody got to tell me, but I'm very proud of myself. Everybody, being in the projects my whole life, getting on the internet, doing something different that I have yet to see somebody from where I'm from do. So, what you think is gonna happen long term when my channel blows up and they see a dude like me doing what I'm doing? What you think is gonna happen? Don't you think it's gonna be a domino effect? Salute to everybody that's in the suburbs and in good communities trying to inspire the world. But, I can't relate to that. And that's what I'm starting to learn about the internet and about life in general. Because sometimes, all of the time in life, you'll come to realize that we closed-minded to things that's going on outside of our own world. And that's a good and bad thing. It's good to be focused on what's going on in your own space because that is all you have control over. But it's also bad to not have the knowledge of knowing that it's other people that grow up exact opposite from you and know nothing about what you experienced. And if you tell them what you've gone through, they will have a very hard time even believing that what you're telling them is true. They will be like, how is that even possible that somebody has gone through that? Like, somebody would say, I can't even imagine having my mom turn her back on me or do a little spiteful ish that I had to experience from my moms. Like imagine going through things in your home and you like, all right, I can't talk to my moms. Something going on with her mentally. I don't know what's up with her. My pops ain't around. He addicted to Percocets. He's schizophrenic. Let me go to everybody else in my family. I got a big family. Let me talk to them. Can you imagine trying to talk to them and they bring word back to your mom and then your mom flip the script and tell them that you told some bull and then now you got to pay the price for that? I remember it was a time, in 5th grade. This little dude, he was bullying these girls, talking to them crazy. And I didn't like that because I was young, 3rd grade. I started experiencing my mom go through that with her boyfriend. And of course, he was bigger than me, so I couldn't go at him how I wanted to. Because he was effing me up all the time, punching me around all the time, like on a regular. For those that be wondering why I'm tense, and I've been through a lot. I don't know how many times I got to remind y'all, but I know it's about to be a lot of new subscribers coming. So I'm going to keep reminding y'all. I'm cool with that. I'm still healing. So I was going through that. Of course, a young kid, I couldn't take it out on the source of where it was coming from. So I decided to take it out on somebody that was my size, which is a fair fight, right? So I was watching a lot of wrestling. So I came behind him, I threw son in a master lock. Any of y'all that watch wrestling, I threw him in a master lock and was moving him around like, yeah, where you going? Where you going? Threw him off, he socked me. Boom. We going at it. Teacher comes in, breaks it up. You feel me? I made him look stupid in front of those girls, and I could tell they was happy about that, and that made me feel good. I was like, yeah, anybody I see going at a female that's my size, I'm cleaning them up. I'm going at them, because that's just how I was feeling at one point in my life. I kind of still do feel like that. I'm going to keep it real with you. On my bucket list, I want to tear somebody up. I done spoke about this before in my earlier episodes of Lone Alpha Wolf. You go back to that, go to my playlist and enjoy it. I got a man, a domestic violence man on my bucket list, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. My mom found out, they told her about what happened in the school. Her parents was, his parents, from the dude that I moved around and all that, his parents was tight, whatever. I get home, my mom's just super tight at me. And this around the time where butt whippings were, you feel me? I was getting a lot of butt whippings with that belt. My mom came in the room with that belt, my heart used to drop to the floor. I already knew what time it was. So she called me in the room. She was like, take everything off, all your clothes, everything. And it was lit for me. She didn't even want to ask me no questions. she didn't want to get word from me and what I did and what really happened, or is it, she didn't care about none of that. She heard the teacher word. All they heard was that I hit homie first. I was trying to bully him or something. We the same size. And, my mom's did me dirty. I had bruises all that over my body because she cleaned me up, butt naked. Degrading and embarrassing that is. Like, first of all, I don't want to get butt naked in front of my moms and get toe up like that. That shit was foul. But that's just, some of the things I'm going to be throwing out there, some things I'd experienced and all that. But let me talk to the internet gangsters. Something that you don't understand about the universe, homie, is that what you give is what you get. See, I'm genuine and I'm transparent with how I feel and what I've gone through in my life. That's why, success is destined for me, regardless of how you may feel, internet gangster. The dude that want to say little slick-ish, you feel me? And act all tough. Let me tell you something, bro. You get what you give. So be careful out here. I'm going to just leave it at that. Be careful. Now, at the end of the day, Coach Davis done been through it. He done seen some things. And it done made me stronger. And, made me the man I am today, to want to become a greater father, a greater man. Everything's just making me stronger. I appreciate all my subscribers. The good and the bad. I appreciate it all. One thing I want to tell you is you got to let your ops motivate you. Where you got ops on the internet that go out their way, claim they don't F with you, but they still watch your channel and they going to dislike your video, or they see a clown saying some dumb ish and they going to like his comment. You feel what I'm saying? Just to try to get to you. That just means you powerful, and they got no choice but to tune in. They always checking. They got me in their search box. Coach Davis is sitting in their search box, and they checking and they itching, waiting for me to post something new. So I know when they saw this video, they was hyped like a fiend. When the plug telling me some new ish in town, and they ready to get that. Listen, man, I done grew up around crack fiends, around people that was digging in garbage on the regular, for furniture and things to put in their apartment. My crib then got invaded by the police. When I was in 5th grade, can you imagine that your crib getting invaded by the police? A whole SWAT team come in there and they asking about drugs. They knocked the door down. They got your moms and your step-pops at gunpoint. They yelling and screaming at your moms, got in the chokehold like, tell me where the drugs at. Can you imagine hearing that being in 5th grade? And you trying to come out your room, you and your brother in the bunk bed. And you got a dude with an M16 standing at the door like this. Like, y'all ain't going nowhere. That's basically what his body language was saying. We wasn't going nowhere. He had the door closed, and he was standing in front of the door like this, with a gun. My brother was in 3rd grade, and I was in 5th. It's a little bit about Coach Davis, man. Too much time there. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to holler at y'all. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the raw and uncut content. You feel me? I'm going to keep doing my thing. I appreciate all the love that y'all give Coach Davis for doing his thing, for only being on here for about 4 or 5 months, me being 23 years old and living out one of my dreams to inspire men all over the world, hated to love it, to become greater men. Y'all take care. Salute.